Okay, we are on the air. We are doing Gramway 4, level upper intermediate, exercise 22, page 19. Any volunteer? Monika Witowska. Go ahead. So, before we go ahead, here the question is, fill in the gaps, look here, with an appropriate past form. Appropriate, what does it mean, Tomasz? Appropriate? Appropriate, Marcin? Właściwe. Dobrze. Okay, Monika?
One fine morning, a man was fishing in a river. The sun was shining and the man was sitting on the river bank. Everything was very quiet and peaceful. The man had been waiting patiently for several hours when suddenly he felt something pulling on the fishing line. He stood up quickly and began to take in the line. He was just lifting the huge fish he had caught out of the river when there was a loud splash and it fell back into the river.
Okay, before we go any further, the idea is not this, that because we use past continuous and past simple when we have such a situation. At 9 o'clock, I was watching TV. I'm not interested at 8:59. I'm not interested at 9:01. I'm interested only in 60 seconds. Oglądacie film 60 sekund?
Nicolas Cage.
Tak. Właśnie, interesuje mnie tylko 60 sekund. Tak naprawdę. To jest past continuous. Bo masz wrażenie, że past continuous to jest bardzo długi okres czasu. Past continuous to jest fragment czasu. Bardzo malutki fragment. I robimy taką malutką strzałką. Such a small arrow. So, actually, one arrow is shooting another arrow. Like this American project. A rocket hits another rocket. The Star Wars, right? Past continuous and past simple is the same like Star Wars. Why? At a fraction of a second, it was past continuous. A rocket was shot from Moscow to Warsaw. And an American Patriot missile hit past continuous at that very moment. So that's the interruption of past continuous and past simple. Now here it's not like that. Here I want to say that for a long time he had been doing something. And how do I know that? How do I know that? What did you use? Sorry, here. You use past continuous, right? I have here the adverb just. I cannot use past perfect continuous. What tense should I use with just? With just and with already, I can use only past perfect. Unfortunately, yeah? Past perfect. So, I have to say, he had just lifted the huge fish. Actually, it's very good that sometimes we're making mistakes. You know why? Because the viewer is going to think that everything was staged up. What does it mean to be staged up?
Ustawione?
Ustawione. To nie jest ustawione. To jest na żywo. Big Brother is watching you. Live. Very good, Monika. So he had just lifted the huge fish. Had just lifted. And what? And you know what had just lifted? If we have a graphic here, look how interesting it is. Just lifted is again 60 seconds. But just lifted is like this. First, one activity happened at 9. Just lifted is 8:59. I'm interested in what happened 1 minute earlier. 60 seconds earlier. Okay? That's what's going on here. So he had just lifted the huge fish he had caught out of the water when there was a loud splash, plusk, tak, po polsku? And it fell back into the river. Very, very good.
At first, the man didn't know what had happened. Then he looked carefully at his fishing line. It had snapped.
Very good. Kto mi tłumaczy dlaczego? Idealnie. Dlaczego he didn't know what had happened and he looked at it and it had snapped? Kto mi to tłumaczy? Jacek?
Bo on wiedział, że tego had happens.
Chcę powiedzieć, że to wydarzyło
Myślał, to przedtem to się
przedtem. Past perfect simple. A dlaczego mamy had snapped? Bo wszyscy studenci mówili, że snapped.
Z chwileczkę przeczytam.
Kto mi powie?
Bo ta linka niego pękła, zanim on...
Zanim.
Tak.
Ślicznie. Fantastyk. Idealnie. Potem the poor man
Was so disappointed that he picked away all his things and went home.
Dlaczego mówimy, że packed away? Dlaczego past simple? Bo consecutive actions, bo w książce jest inaczej tłumaczone. Immediate actions, one after the other. To różne mogą być tłumaczenia. Michał, tak?